Hi traders, welcome. I am Rajshekar. I hope you all are doing great and I thank you for watching with this video and for your support. Please excuse if there are any disturbance during the recording. I am not keeping well because of cold and cough. Okay, so let's begin. And I'm sorry I could not make a Nifty video last week and I had to do only Banknifty because of time constraints. So let me cover more or less the view was same. As I mentioned, the global markets geometry was not in favor of bulls and it was at bottom of the square and there could be a panic sell-off. Okay, and we saw some panic sell-off last week and it was completely under bear grip and big red candles. Okay, so now let's begin with the previous week review. So last time cycle was 24th to 17th and from 24th till 17th this was the move. So from 24th till 31st it was up, from 31st to 6th it was sideways, and from 6th it came back to 24th, and when 24th broke, this time triggered a gap down breaking the 24th low, and then we saw a sell off till 17th. So this was about last time cycle. Now, and also mentioned, if this is a positive move, we can expect the same negative move if this is broken, and this time cycle offers resistance. This is the price range that can be expected in my Bank Nifty video. Now in Nifty also it offered the same range, and now we are in balance of the past time cycle, means equal and opposite move. Now the next time cycle 17th to 13th is already active, so 17th high and low will be important for this time cycle. So if we stay intact above 17th high, we might see some rise, and if 17th low breaks and trades below this, then we might see more sell off in coming days. So all in all, if we look at the price cycles, this was our all-time high. From there the short-term bear cycle started first. So this was your short-term bear cycle target. From there this was your midpoint of medium-term bear cycle, and once that triggered, then we achieved medium-term cycle target as well. Now this is your important resistance. Now if you observe, when we broke this medium-term cycle target, we reached the midpoint of long-term bear cycle, right? So from there it was holding this all this while. Now even that is breached, this black line, medium term long term bear cycle level. Now this is also breached, means it is already inside the bear grip, means this was a last life for this trend. Okay, now if we are trading below the midpoint of long term cycle, means unless we don't trade above this, we might not see any upward journey till the time we complete the long term bear cycle target. So the long term bear cycle target is in the range of 13,500 to 12,470. Now you might say, can we touch all these levels? We might touch, but not in a single day. Means we might see short term rise inside this range for some time, and then we might sell off slowly till these levels. Now when we touch these levels, that is where we need to look for longs, means peaceful longs. Okay. Now coming back to the present situation, from 17th to 13th is our next time cycle. So 17th is already active, and from 17th to 13th the important dates are 24, 30 and 6th. So within these dates we might see upward journey as well as downward journey, but whether it will be in the positive grip or in the negative grip is what matters. Now if we stay inside 17th, at least till 13th we might be inside this range, means we might see short term rise and short term fall inside this range itself, or we might see one way journey till at least these levels. Okay, so now what is important, this 17th low price is also Gann price level, which is 15,180 levels. Now if this sustains, we might see a positive move at least 16,188, which is this level, 190, 188 levels, right? Which is also your time resistance, right? So now will it move peacefully? I'm not sure. It might be under pressure and the volatility might continue. So overall, if we stay above this, you need to be bullish only with the view of selling at higher prices again. Means you will get an opportunity for longs as well as shorts if we stay inside the 17th price level. Okay, now if we break this 17th low, then we might look forward for 14,239 levels. Around these levels means this will be entering inside these levels. Okay, now inside this bullish move, these are the important levels which we might face resistance and hurdles. So 15 from here, 1545, he is somewhere here. Now this is an important support. Unless we don't break, and unless we don't break this one, we may get stuck inside this range. Okay, now unless we don't break this, don't enter longs. Okay, and remember these are all your time resistance from the past. So any sell off again, you should be out. Means whenever it comes to support, be a bull. Whenever it comes to resistance, exit your long trades, and if you get any shorting opportunity, short it. See, now again it all depends on the risk to reward. If you are shorting here and if there is any support which might get built up next week, you should not be shorting it. Means you should be looking to short at the higher levels because the range is bigger now, because this is your Gann price range. See, look at this midpoint long term bear cycle is somewhere near 15,976. Okay, so this is the best price where you, if you see any rejection, you can go for a short. Now before that, you might see some intraday selling and intraday buying opportunities as well. So you need to look for trades at these levels only. Okay, now 16,300, is it possible to touch? Because we have lot of time resistance here. See, it all depends how the future time offers support. Now after 17th, if 24th gets built up somewhere here, it might offer support and it might get stuck inside this range till 30th, right? It all depends on how time favors, the bullish move or the bearish move. So overall, you should be looking with a view of both selling opportunity and buying opportunity. So will there be any volatile moves? Yes, there will be a lot of volatility because geometry is suggesting a lot of 45-degree intersection. We'll discuss in a while. Okay, so for this week view, you should be prepared for both up move and a down move. Okay, so now let's look at the geometry part. So now this is your 45 degrees from 7511 and this is your 45 degrees from all time high. So from all time high, we made an attempt to break this and stay above this long term 45 degrees support as well, but this new top created hurdle in the previous time resistance and we saw a sell off again. Now if you look at this carefully, we are trading below the all time high 45 degrees. Unless we don't breach this, going forward in time, we'll be under selling pressure as we move upwards. See, it may go like touch this levels and we might come back. So unless we don't come out of these levels, you should not be very bullish. Okay, I hope you are following. So this is your time resistance, this is your price times resistance, and this is again your price time resistance. So overall, we have a lot of resistance ahead. We might see some sell off again. Will be favorable. If this does not break, then we need to wait for selling opportunity again at these levels. Okay, so follow me on Telegram. I'll be sharing my view for the days during the live market, because see what happens, Whether it will be bullish or whether it will be bearish, it all depends on the price auction. What is happening, what will be happening in the next week. You cannot conclude, okay, this is where I'll sell again, this is where I'll buy again. See, you need to read the sentiments of the markets as well as we are moving. Okay, I hope you got the point. Now I'll show you some advanced geometries. See, this is our overall view of Nifty. From here, from this low, this was the target which is completed as per its geometry. Now we are completing this time and space, and we are coming out of this. We have already come out of this square. Now from here, this is the important price level where we can see some bigger rise or bigger fall. So this is the target that I am looking for next long position. Okay, till then we might go up, hit these levels, and we might sell off again. Okay, so in simple terms, maintain a low profile. Do not trade with big positions because there will be a lot of volatility going ahead. Reason is very simple. See, there are lot of 45-degree intersections happening in the next week till end of the month. So there will be a lot of volatility and price will be under time pressure whenever it hits these time levels. Okay, so you might see gap down, gap up, or you might see days like it will be green and it can turn red automatically. It might be red and it can turn green automatically. Okay, so trade with caution all the time. This is my view. Okay, so now let's look at Bank Nifty. Okay, so now let's just start with Bank Nifty view. So more or less it is the same as Nifty. Both are in sync. Now this was the last time cycle moves that was seen from 24 to 17. Same thing, I will not repeat again. Same like Nifty. I think you I hope you will be able to relate. So now all the time cycles which is mentioned here is of from past time cycle, which was from 24 to 17th. Now the new time cycle, which is 17th to 13th July, is active already. So same like Nifty, it is giving you, I mean it has stopped at 17th, from 24 to 17th, completing one time cycle, which is actually 90 degrees. Okay, so from 24 to 17th, in terms of time it is 90 degrees. So in terms of time, again from 17th to 13th, it will be 90 degrees again. So now we have come back and we have taken support at 8th March. Okay, 8th March is the time where it is holding this price now, which is offering support. Now if we stay inside this, just like Nifty, 17th high and low will be important, and if this stays same like Nifty, the past time will be your resistances. So even in this case it is the same. You will see a short-term bullish cycle and then we might see a sell-off. It all depends on how the short-term cycle completes and sustains. Okay. Look at this. So 8th March low as well as this long-term bear trigger point or alarm was holding this sell-off from a long time from the all-time high. Now at current market price and the current time, which is 17th, which is active, is taking support from the past time. This is the only reason why we need to be careful in shorting at current market price. Unless we don't breach this and unless we don't see any price confirmation, we should not short at this point of price and time, because we are at an important level with respect to Bank Nifty. Nifty is a different scenario. We are already below midpoint. With respect to Bank Nifty, we are at an important stage where it can trigger a bullish move or it can create a bigger panic. Okay, I hope you are following. So only time will unfold how things will work out. So overall, for now, this is an important support. If this stays, we might enter into short-term bullish cycle, and if that triggers medium-term bullish cycle, we might see upward journey at least till this point, right? See, now you might get confused because of Nifty and Bank Nifty view. Remember, Nifty vibration is different and Bank Nifty vibration is different, and the range between the vibration is different. Okay, Nifty can complete one short-term cycle in a week's time or in 2 weeks time, but Bank Nifty can complete one short-term cycle in one single day. Okay, so both cannot be compared with respect to vibration. Okay, so now coming back to this is your important support. If this stays, our view should be bullish. Again, like Nifty, you should be careful because we will be facing a lot of hurdles going up. Selling at current market price both in Nifty and Bank Nifty is not recommended. So you need to wait for a rise at least for a next shorting opportunity. And you should remember how the upcoming dates favor our views of selling or buying. It all depends on the price where it will be on these dates. If on these dates, if it is on the previous time resistance, then shorts will be in favor. If this time, if the price is at some support going forward, then it may trigger a rise also, means it can remain range bound in the next time cycle. Okay, now what will be the price cycles? See, now the price cycle ranges for the next time cycle will be from this level. If we sustain this low, which is also your previous top, if this sustains, then our range will be 35,500 to 29,900 at least, which is also midpoint of long-term bear cycle. Okay, I hope you're following. So long-term bear cycle is still not triggered in Bank Nifty. If this triggers, then we'll halt here, and if this breaks, then we are heading downwards towards the midpoint of last bull cycle. Okay, now it is too far, so let's not get into that discussion. So now let's stick to what is there. Okay, now let's prepare for the immediate range for bullish or bearish range. So if this breaks, this is the range that I am expecting in the next time cycle. If this does not break, then we might stay in this bullish range with lot of hurdles. Okay, so you need to be quick in and out. Okay, so what are the price levels? The price levels would be 31,200 is your first support. If this breaks, then our last hope for this will be 29,800. Okay, near midpoint of long-term bear cycle. So if this offers supports, then we might come back and hit these levels, and this becomes resistance again because time will be in favor of resistance. Now if this stays, then we might see a short-term rise at least till 34.48, which is our medium-term target from the all-time high. Means now we are stuck inside long-term bear cycle and medium-term target, and current market price is at long-term bear trigger. Means this can halt and create a rise, this can break and trigger sell-off. I hope you're getting the logic. Okay, now if any rise, this is our first immediate hurdle where we might see sell-off again. If this breaks, then it can rise easily till 35,529. I hope you got the point. And in between these intraday levels are there, but I am looking at a weekly perspective and the time cycle perspective, so I'm giving you the range. Now what will be the intraday levels? I'll be sharing in the Telegram channel, and any price time squaring happening as and when it happens, I'll be updating in the Telegram channel. If you wish to follow, please join my Telegram channel. I have shared the link in the description. Okay, now let's see what is happening with the geometry. See, in Bank Nifty the geometry is little different. Okay, now I'll not get into details of this. See, as of now we are inside this particular geometry, and if you are familiar with school geometry, you should be able to understand what is the geometry this is creating. Okay, now we are staying inside this range now. This is the range we are at present. Now as long as we are inside this geometry, we might stay range bound, and the geometry is also giving you the same price levels as far as time cycles and price cycles are indicating. Okay, so what is the range? See, this is your support now. If we stay This is also your previous top. If this stays, it is bullish at least till this level, first one 33 for 500 480. If we cross, then this is our immediate hurdle, this gap area. Okay, now if we break this, then we can touch these levels depending on how it moves. Okay, so almost similar lines. So if for immediate weekly view, this will be our range from 35 500 to this bottom of this geometry. Okay, so this is our levels. If we break, then we might touch these levels. So what are the levels? Let me highlight. So our range will be between this and this. So our range will be between this and this. So you can take a screenshot and you can mark the same levels for swing view. Okay, people. So these are the ranges I'm looking in the coming week and the time cycle which is ahead. Okay, I hope you followed. So now this was about Bank Nifty. Trying to keep the video short, and I'm trying to combine both Nifty and Bank Nifty together so that you can spend less time in watching and getting the information quickly. Okay, and if you want to join my courses, you can call me at the numbers in the description, and whatever I'm discussing in all these videos from the May expiry, everything is covered in the course. You'll be able to know the price cycles, time cycles, and the geometry, advanced geometry, basic geometry, everything is covered in my course. Okay, for more information you can get in touch with me directly. Okay, and before we end this video, I thank you all for watching the previous videos and supporting. And if you are watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe, like, share, and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Have a nice and profitable week ahead.